Do you guys think that Struddy would be interested, Noodles, you know him better than anyone, in the alumni ring concept?
No, he wouldn't. Because I think it's asinine. That's my personal view of it. Why would anybody...
If you used to play for the Leafs... Why are you laughing at it? If you used to play for the Leafs and they won a cup and you had the option to get an alumni ring, do you get one?
Am I paying for it, or is the team supplying it?
You have to pay for it, approximately 25 to 30 grand. It's not the same as the player. No, it's not the same.
Obviously, I'm not doing that. Why would I pay 30 grand for a ring that I didn't win?
He got a free Raptors one when the Raptors
That's
won.
right. I actually do have a championship ring at home. I'll bring it in for you.
And you know how stupid that was, too? A bunch of
that
people
I disagree with.
That.
I thought that was beautiful.
I'm just telling
now
you.
Right
so you wouldn't pay the 30 grand?
I don't think I would pay 30 grand for a ring where I have to explain that I didn't win it. And then someone asked me, so they gave it to you? And I go, no, actually I paid for it. How much did you? $30,000. Like, I just feel like I would start to overthink that and be like, this isn't the icebreaker I thought it would be. I don't think you're paying 30 grand for that. Replica, couple $100, sure, I do that.
Yeah, but why? You're going to walk around with it? And
yes,
you
I'm
walk
a proud alumni. I don't think
goes,
there's anything wrong with being a proud alumni.
That's fine, but I don't want the big giant ring. I want something. I'll make my own then.
Why don't you get a Canes one? Canes, they got one in 06. You could get an alumni Canes Cup ring.
I told you, I'm top 5 in a lot of the stats. I can't even get a call to go to Eric Stahl's retirement for his jersey. That's where I stand in Carolina.
You must have done something.
That's disappointing. That's amateur hour and that's Bush League. That's why I take shots at places like that. See, now you're coming around.
I might jump on board with you.
Now you're coming around where I'm from.
Hold on a second here. Joe from the Bridge says Coco has one from St. Louis. No, he does not.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
I played longer than St. Louis than that guy.
Why don't you have one?
Because I'm not a lunatic.
Why don't you have you should have a Florida one.
Does he have one of those bubble gum ones that Hayes has for the Raptors that's made of plastic?
That's fake news. How long did Coco even play in St. Louis?
He was there for a couple of years. He was involved in a big deal. Lee Stepniak going the other way, right? Cliff Fletcher flipped him down there.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. He's a proud alumni.
I played for the St. Louis Blues in the 90s. Why would they be like, hey, you need a ring?
Well, I would guess Carlo probably paid for it then. That would be if he has one. Send him a text. Or what do you have for us, Doogie?
Well, Coco played there for 5 seasons.
Okay, so I was there. I was with the
By
organization.
the way, when he was there, they were really good. Like, that's when they got, Ryan Miller.
No, our team was good.
No, they were. I don't think they were
when Coco was in St. Louis?
They weren't any good.
Yeah, they were. They had Backus. They had a Hummer team, and they couldn't get by the LA Kings.
Who's their coach, Hitchcock?
I don't know who their coach was, but they were an unbelievable team, and
they
were primed to win.
We won the President's Trophy.
Yeah, I know, but they were really good when
team.
Coco was there, too. Anyway.
I don't remember that. Do you think Chris Pronger has one? Pronger probably has an alumni.
No, he would say
ring.
No.
I'll
text him right now and say, if the Blues offered you a Stanley Cup ring as an alumni.
Don't put it like that. Say, do you have a Blues Stanley Cup ring?
Yeah, don't lead the witness. I'll bet he says yes.
I guarantee you he goes,
yes.
No,
great answer.
How about this? I guarantee you he'll go, why would I have that?
No. Well, don't lead the witness. Just text him.
Okay, so hold on a second here.
Text him.
Do you want to get to the
Yeah, I got the hut. I'm building a hut over here.
Hold on. I want wording of what I say to Chris Pronger.
Go ahead.
Do you have a St. Louis Blues Stanley Cup ring?
Hold on.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Do you have a St. Louis Blues Stanley Cup ring? Question mark.
Send.
And
we want verbatim answers.
You just yelled send, and that went in there, too. Hold on.
Unless he sends, an emoji that's inappropriate.
If he puts a middle finger and go, what are you talking about, dummy?
I'm a little bit concerned about that.
Just say some goofy guy at the golf tournament asked me to ask you.
Yeah, don't blame
sewer us.
We don't want to be sewered with Chris Pronger. We have an update on the Alumni Cup ring.
Yeah.
Carlo has one.
Carlo Colaiacovo was gifted an alumni Stanley Cup ring from the 2019 St. Louis Blues.
So is it a different ring than what the players that actually won the Stanley Cup got?
Of course, man. Those things are $100,000 a piece. Colaiacovo's not walking around with one of those.
He's got a Leafs alumni coat on. What the hell? Like honestly,
I love this guy. Oh,
shill for anything.
I love this guy. He is.
Well, we all love Carlo.
No, I know that. I mean that genuinely. But I'm saying he's got the alumni jacket on with a Stanley Cup St. Louis Blues alumni ring and on top of it.
Al McInnes in the background on the right.
There's McInnes. He's probably got a pair of like Philadelphia Flyers socks on. He's got Buffalo Sabre pants.
Yeah.
He's got everything covered. Coco's the man.
I don't know why. First and foremost, why, what's the cutoff? What's the cutoff? Like I heard when the Boston Bruins won the Cup, Rumnose there, the singer.
Rene Rancourt.
Yeah, that guy got one too.
Rancourt got a ring?
Yes.
Oh, I'm surprised by that.
Apparently they got it for everybody, but people in
there's levels. Those people are deemed to work for the team.
Yeah,
right?
so there's levels to it. My understanding is, and I have this from an inside source. When the Raptors won, there's let's say it's a basketball team.
Yeah,
they would make probably 25 to 30. Elites.
The main
which
ones.
is players, the handful of coaches, GM, president, owners. Basically that's kind of it. And then there would be the second level, which would be a lot of maybe the staff, maybe trainers, stuff like that, which would still be very valuable. And let's say the top level is $100 grand a piece. Second level is $30 grand a piece. Good amount where everyone's hey, this is really nice. And then there's a third, fourth, fifth, which is what I'm wearing, which was literally gifted to everybody in the building.
Yeah, they were $10.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Each.
It literally $10.
But there was caterers that got it.
Exactly.
People worked it.
And it's every layer goes down, and then it's different people within the organization.
Spouses got the necklace and stuff like that,
which I think is very classy by the organizations to do anything for anybody.
But my question is, where is the line? Did they? Okay, so did the Raptors call Vince Carter and go, hey, we need you, we're giving you a ring?
That's a good question. I don't know if any of the alumni...
And he would go, why the hell would I want a ring?
Well, Vince would take it. He never won anything anywhere, so Vince would probably take it.
But he didn't win this one either.
I understand that.
That's the point.
Well, we had that conversation about guys that get traded. The guys that get traded at the deadline who played 45 games for that championship team.
Who was it, Pirtle, or who were we talking about? I can't remember.
Well, Valanciunas was the guy. He got dealt. Yeah, Jonas Valanciunas got dealt. And, DeLon Wright was dealt at the deadline. There were a few different guys. C.J. Miles, who we love. We have C.J. on all the time. He got flipped. He got traded, I believe, in the Gasol deal. And they had played. They had been here. Valanciunas went 4th overall, played for the team for a long time, played 40 games that year, gets flipped, and they win. I think he gets level 2.
Wasn't on the team.
Not in a level 1, but a level 2 alumni ring.
If he was here, they might not have won.
Well,
that's the thing.
That is probably valid. I mean, in retrospect, without Marc Gasol, they possibly don't.
Got an update, too, for you guys.
From Pronger?
Yes.
On the alumni ring? What's your answer? Do you think he has one or no?
No.
I think he does. What's your ansser?
Do you want me to read the answer?
Yeah,
there's some swearing.
If it's appropriate.
In there.
Yeah. If there's swearing, then there's no.
No, it just goes. I go. Do you have the Stanley Cup Blues Stanley Cup ring? Ha ha. Nope. Do you get one? I go. No, I'm not a floater. Why do you ask? You see someone donning one? I know some alumni got them. I did not want one or ask for one. I go. Carlo Colaiacovo got one. He goes. What? F off. He did not. He goes, why would he want one? I hope he paid for it. And I said, who knows? We're talking about it on air. I think it's asinine.
Okay.
And he's writing right now. So.
All right, so Pronger's not happy with that. I'm kind of thinking maybe Al McInnes handed his 89 Cup ring, and that's what was going on there.
He's very close with Petro. So
Petrangelo, could have been Petrangelo.
I'm assuming Petro let him borrow it.
Yes, or Alex Steen or whatever. Steen was on that team in 19, right? He's friends with a lot of guys.
Well,
we'll get to the bottom of it.
He just topped it off. He goes, that would be like Toronto winning and giving Bryan McCabe a ring.
Well, Caber was a legend here.
Legend.
We love Bryan McCabe. We need to get 24 up into the Raptors.
Damn right.
His number up there.
Yes.